Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? It's me, Paddy from across the shuck, and you're very welcome back to the channel. Right, the title of this video is going to be something like, I've less knives now, but I feel like I've got more choice. And I want to explain that a little bit. Over the last 6 weeks, this is just some of the knives that I've used multiple times. And I just want to run you through why it is quite strange, because I have a lot less knives than I used to have. But I find myself less stuck when it comes to choose a knife. We were talking about this on last Thursday's podcast. Please go and watch that. It was a real interesting podcast, which was a talk about nothing, but it went on for about an hour and 20 minutes, and it was fantastic. But I'm finding that I'm starting to pick up now knives that would have maybe sat there for a long while in between uses. And I think because my knife collection has come down, I mean, I have a lot of traditional knives, and I carry one nearly every single day. Well, I do carry one every day, but usually multiple, and I enjoy that. But I'm finding myself now carrying the different shapes, and one of my different patterns is what we would call it, different patterns. And I'm really finding myself enjoying unusual patterns. This is a Dino pattern. This is one of my favourite user knives. I love this. It's like a sheep's foot, but it's got a belly, and it's just gorgeous. I absolutely love the shape of that knife. Look at that. You've got enough straight here to keep you going, and then that nice little belly, but you've got the point, it just covers so many things as an EDC knife. It's absolutely, I love the bone. This is from Dean Robertson, an American custom maker. I just love this shape. It would be nice to see this shape maybe a little bit more in the modern traditional knives. I think it's just a beautiful shape, really nice. Lovely big knife, lovely deep knife. More deep knives, please. This side, this way here, deep. The depth of the handle really fills your hand more than a skinny handle. It just gives you that, especially if it's going to be a working knife. That's what I really appreciate. Being a large-handed person, the deeper this part is, the more grip I get. When it goes down to something like this, which is just a little pen knife. This is a little GEC. But again, I've been drawn to this. It's got a sheep's foot on it. Or not a sheep's foot, a spay blade. Look at that. It hasn't got a really aggressive point, but it does everything I want it to do. It's about the same size, just a little bit smaller than the boy's 15 knife, but I can still get 4 fingers on it when I'm up to the top of the ricasso here. And it's a super, just everyday little pen knife for jobs about the house. I enjoy this, but I've started carrying it more now, because I'm not too sure whether it's like I have 3 knives when I go out now, which is probably more. For a long time I would have carried just 2, but now I have one on my keyring. I have my daily carry, which is in a little pouch. I love this because when I'm going out, I know I've got everything I need, including something to sharpen my blades. Just super. Love this. And then I carry another knife, which a lot of the times is going to be a traditional knife. But I found myself more, and especially around the house, maybe not gone out so much, but definitely around the house, I'm picking up brands that, oh, I like that. I haven't carried that for a while. And I'm doing that now more than I ever done. And I just wonder, is it the correlation between that and having less knives? I'm not completely confounded with just so many knives. It's incredibly hard to pick. Now I've got the choice. Now I can take time. And even in the choices, this is another beautiful knife. It's just over UK legal by about 1/8 of an inch, maybe even less than that. But I've really enjoyed working with this knife. It's fatter in the handle, so again, with a large hand, it gives me a really secure grip. Super knife. I've been using this a lot because of its utility. It's a fantastic utility knife. And when I was away camping, I had my Spidey chef out, and I do use it every now and then at home, but having it away for the weekend and cutting up on a wee small board, making scran for the boys, I just loved having it. It made me, this hasn't even been cleaned. You dirty beggar, Stephen. I haven't even cleaned this since I come back. I can feel the dirt on the blade. So that's going to get 100% alcohol put onto it. Well, 99.9% alcohol put onto it and cleaned up. But I loved using this. Really, really enjoyed it. Again, it's the chance to use a locking knife outside that I don't get a whole lot of chances at. I've enjoyed that. The only other locking knife that I've used a lot of is this little case one. This was a gift, a fantastic gift. I absolutely love this. I think this is Case's most beautiful penknife. I just love it. That clip with the swedge and the long pull is beautiful. The mirror finish is gorgeous. Just bone, jigged bone with a little lock back. Everything about this knife is exactly why I love pocket knives. These little knives like this are just super. I can get 4 fingers when I go right up on the choil here, and there's plenty of room for doing it. If you've had a Delica, it's that sort of distance there you can, and this is actually more rounded over than what the Delica is, and it's really comfortable in hand. Really a super strong 4-finger grip. I just adore it. So this is getting carried more, and especially about the house, this one's getting used a lot. And I just adore it. It really is lovely center. Just Case making a very good knife very well, and absolutely love it. So have you got this problem where you've got too many knives that you find picking a knife? I get into a real habit of using the same sort of half a dozen knives. When I went in, I'd have, right, I'm going to try this today. I'd go to my drawer, I would look, I would see something, just maybe fancy. And I'd end up going back, especially if I was in a rush, I end up going back to my favourites because I know that's my favourites. So I'm opening my eyes up now to different shapes. This was a lovely knife I got off a UK maker. This is Self-Made Knives, Matt over at Self-Made Knives. It's in micarta, brass bolsters, yeah. But look at that blade shape. That is a belly to die for. It really is just the most gorgeous belly. And I love the fact that it's a different shape. You can see that's an unusual, not unusual, I mean, there's plenty that have that sort of shape, but to me, it's a really lovely blade. Big, it's got great depth here, so again, large hand, I get great feeling in the hand with this. It's a lovely slicer, but maybe not a cardboard slicer, but if you're doing food, anything like that, and I mean, this has been used already. This has been used on cutting sandwiches, buttering bread. It's just a lovely little knife. I really have enjoyed this. Really enjoyed it. And it's got a nice steel on it, RWL 34, which I really like. And I'm getting to like more and more. I've got a couple now in RWL, and I'm really enjoying it. It's one of the more older steels. But this is a lovely knife from Matt over at Self-Made Knives. That's his sticker up there, Self-Made Knives for Sexy People. Or Sexy Knives for Sexy People. That's it. What a great logo. And I fit into that, obviously. So yeah, it's been just a joy. I say this is just over the last 6 weeks. Some of the more non-traditional that I've been using. Although you would call that nearly a traditional, and the GEC. But here's one I got Ashley to make me. Again, this maybe is a bit of a custom. Oh, this is a custom. Why am I saying a bit of a custom? I just adore this. This ironwood is out of this world. It's just a fat spear with a really useful spear. The one thing I wanted was that poking ability, and I wanted a bit of belly, and I wanted a bit of flat. And it's a sodbuster style knife, not a sodbuster, but a sodbuster style. But I wanted it with the spear point. Absolutely fallen head over heels in love with it. In hand, well, it's a toss between this and Ashley's trapper handle. His trapper handle is just incredibly comfortable, but this, honestly, it's just so close between them two. It's so close. This is it's a little bit bigger than the Case small sodbuster in size, so it gives me that little bit of a more comfortable 4-finger grip. It's got a fatter blade, which I just love for slicing. It's got a hollow grind. I got a hollow grind put in it, which is not something you get with sodbusters. And I've been really enjoying the sliceability of this because of that nice hollow grind. It's just gorgeous. So this has been in my pocket an awful lot in the last 6 weeks. It really has been a lot in my pocket. This is another one. This is a modern knife. It's a slip joint. It's UK legal, but it has the thumb stud to open it. Listen to that thwack. It just opens and it's got such authority. But it has all these different grinds on it. I've never had a blade with all these different grinds on it. I flippin' have fallen in love with it head over heels. This is the Who Knives Dragon, which is, I think you can still order online if you want to get a pre-order in, but they're coming very soon for sale. Do not miss this, honestly. Titanium M390. It is not like the rest of the Who Knives are double detents. This is a proper back spring, and it is delicious. Really, really lovely knife. Carried this a lot this last 6 weeks, or however long I've had it. I mightn't have had it even just 6 weeks, but and then, funny enough, yesterday I had this in my pocket. This is an old knife, and this was made by a boy who was at university, and he was having a go at knife making, and he made this for me. It's such a notch. It's like a reverse tanto shape, but I love the way it comes up in the hump and goes back down again. It's just, I've been carrying this today and yesterday, and I've really enjoyed having it in hand. Again, it's unusual, that unusual handle, but in hand it is incredibly comfortable. I can get 4 fingers on it. But again, I don't need any more than that. All 4 fingers are on it. It's a lovely little blade, hand ground blade. Just a lovely little knife, but again, an unusual pattern. And I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And here's one. Here's one I'm going to show you. This is a Jack Wolf, and this is the new, cheaper version at 70 odd pounds, about £79 or something like that it was. Fabulous knife. Absolutely fabulous. I just put a fresh edge on it there because I've been using it, and I was using it with a factory edge, so I just put a wee quick fresh edge on that, just by hand. And this is a nice thing, but this price, I don't mind. A lot of times if I've got a real fancy expensive blade, I like the sharpening, I take an awful lot of time. This, I just threw it up and sharpened it, and it was 14C28N, sharpens like a dream. An absolute dream. It is razor sharp. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a super knife. Super. Can't say anything bad about it. Now, as a knife, as a price range, look at that lovely snap right down the hey diddle diddle. Beautiful backstrap. Love the knife. And I always feel as if I have to, but I'm going to go. The last one I'm going to show you is this one. And I think, I said this to Andy, this is Rosecraft. This is about 60 odd pound, I think, for this one. Go and check on Heine Haynes, they've got them there. But I love this because it has that wee skeleton face on it in stainless steel, ring bolster, but it has an easy open. And for a lamb's foot, that's not that usual, I don't think. I've not had a low knot, but it is perfect. It's because it's such a narrow blade down here, it is just perfect. No nail nick, because it doesn't need it. It just doesn't need it, because there, for a wee lamb's foot, which is only a wee tiny blade, but look, in there I have plenty of room to get my thumb in even and get it out. And that has made this one of the top knives that, to me, they've ever made. This is as British a knife as the Chinese can make, in my eyes. I love the addition of the easy open on a lamb's foot. I think that's super. I love the fact that he was bold and he didn't put a thumbnail on it. Love the fact that he didn't do that. It's just stunning. This one has impressed me so much, and along with this, look at that for micarta, Jean micarta. That is some of the best Jean micarta he brought out this time as I've ever seen. Smooth, not smooth, but it is smooth, but it doesn't move in your hand. My third finger can get in there, and all right, my fourth finger's maybe hanging on the back here, but by gosh, it ain't moving anywhere. It really isn't moving anywhere. Love it. Absolutely loving this wee knife. So that is this a conversation topic? I don't know, but how do you find yourself? Now, I've just under 300 knives, I think now. And to me, I'm nearly at my absolute best. If I could get down to 250 by the end of this year, I'll be really happy. I don't think I've that far much of a task to do that, because I have a lot of knives that just hang about because they've been here for a while and they're not worth selling. But I might just lump a big pile together or keep giving them away, which is what I've been doing recently. But yeah, I've got under 300 now, so I'm just finding that the knives I want to use are not always my fanciest, or they're not always my most traditional. I'm enjoying mixing it up with the knife I carry in my pocket. And that's just a pleasure. I'm getting more use out of these knives that would have just maybe left, especially customs, where you tend, well, not we, there's 3 customs I've used more than anything else this month, these 3 customs here. This one's the last couple of days. But yeah, unlocking knives, I still enjoy them, whether it's this traditional type, or not traditional, this is a modern, and this traditional type lockback. I'm still as open to anything as I ever have been. In fact, more now. And I'm actually looking out like this one, just the shapes and the glint of this really just took me to the fair. I just thought I'd never fancied something like this until I got this. And I like this fact because it is a one sharpening edge, but it is flat here and it's hollow here. So it's just fantastic. I absolutely adore this knife. And as much as I do the Jack Wolf, I'll have to say it was just a super knife. Well, it is a super knife, which I will keep and use. I can't see that going anywhere now, to be honest. It's already ingratiated itself with me. But yeah, there you go. Whether you want to talk about it, discuss it with yourself. That's what I do a lot of the times, and it's the only time I get sense in my life. But please like, share and subscribe. If you want to leave a wee comment, that would be great. But the subscription is so important to me because I'm not covered by YouTube. I'm just completely freelance. Would really, really appreciate the subscription. If you like it, if you like this, go back and watch. I have a whole library of videos out there for you to watch. And if you fancy helping the channel a wee bit, which I could do with, please buy me a coffee. It'll be in the description. Just go down, buy me a coffee via PayPal. Straightforward, and I'd be really, really grateful. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I'll see you along very soon. Bye now.